And Brandon, let's end the podcast doing what we don't always do, because we didn't do it last week because there was no top 25 games, but it's the most wonderful time of the year, and it is bowl season here for college football. Before we get into our picks, first off, thank you guys for checking out the picks if you're on YouTube. Also, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on iTunes and podcast services around the world, go down into the description. If I can get the words out of my mouth, it's been a long podcast so far. Make sure to join our Bowl Mania group. It should be live or should be made. I'm making it after the podcast. It'll be down below in the description. Brandon and I will make one. Hopefully you guys make one. We get to see who is the best. And Brandon, the thing I want to ask you is, for the Bowl Mania pick'ems, should I do the confidence meter where basically it's not just straight picks, it's you make your picks and then you rank them in order of confidence? So like 30, if you get that one, you get 30 points and then rank them that way? Or should we just do straight picks for the Bowl Mania?
You could do the confidence rater.
We'll do the confidence rater. So not only will you make your picks, you will organize them in your most confident to least confident. My most confident will probably be Alabama versus Oklahoma, because I really don't think Oklahoma is going to win that game. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games this week kicking off bowl season. All of them happening this Saturday, December 15th. And Brandon, let's get right into it, buddy. The first one, the AutoNation Cure Bowl. It's going to be Tulane, 6-6. It's going to be Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, as I like to call them. I know it's the Raging Cajuns. I just like saying Cajuns. Louisiana, Tulane. Who you got in this one, 6-6 or 7-6?
Well, taking a look at this and really diving inside the numbers, which I did on both of these teams. Just kidding. Who literally cares? No one.
Brandon hates bowl season.
I'm going with Tulane.
Nice. I am actually, and I put this in before you made your pick, so it's not, I'm just not going against you to be against you. I'm going to go with Louisiana in this one to get the win in Orlando, Florida, Camping World Stadium. I know Tulane is the 3.5-point favorite, but I'm going with Louisiana and the Raging Cajuns to get the win over the Green Wave of Tulane. Then an interesting matchup, the New Mexico Bowl in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The 10-2 Aggies from Utah State. The Mean Green, I believe, from North Texas. Yep, the Mean Green from North Texas, who are 9-3. Who are you going with, the Aggies or the Mean Green?
I'm going to go with Utah State. They've had a pretty solid season. They had a tough loss to Boise State, but I think that this Utah State team has been strong all year. North Texas, they have been too. I picked North Texas earlier this season to beat Rice. They did. Picked Utah State earlier this year. I can't remember who they beat, but they did. So I'm going to go with Utah State and hope that doesn't backfire.
Yeah, I'm going to go again. I'm going to go with you. So it doesn't matter if it backfires, because I'm picking the Aggies as well to get the win over the Mean Green. Then we've got in the Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl, in Las Vegas, Nevada, Arizona State. Herm Edwards, his first bowl game with the Sun Devils, will be playing the 11-2 Bulldogs from Fresno State. Who are you going with, ASU or Fresno State?
I'm going to go with ASU. I'm going to go with Herm Edwards. I don't think, at the beginning of the season, I didn't think that this Arizona State team was going to amount to much. Well, they've amounted to much more than I think myself, or even maybe you, or a lot of other people believe that they would. Fresno State has the better record, but Arizona State has had the better opponents throughout the year. I think that Arizona State gets the win.
Now, I almost wanted to go at Fresno State. The only reason why is because N'Keal Harry is not playing in this game. He said, I'm going to the draft, coach. You guys have fun in Las Vegas. I'm going to go and get ready for the NFL draft because I'm leaving college early. And because of that, I was almost like I'm going to pick Fresno State, but I did not have the cojones to do so. I am going to take Arizona State along with Brandon. Did not mention before this, I am 10 games behind you. You're at 218 games correct. I'm at 208 games correct because I believe I gained a game on you in the championship week from 2 weeks ago. So I'm trying to little George W. Bush thing, a little strategery going on here to try playing a little stratego, trying to get some of these games back so that I can finish one game, at least one game ahead of you when it's all said and done. Next game, we've got the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl, my favorite bowl game. I don't even care if I say Camellia wrong. I just like saying it that way. We've got Georgia Southern. They're a 1-point favorite going up against the Eastern Michigan, who is 7-5. Who you got, Georgia Southern or Eastern Michigan?
I'm going Georgia Southern.
Yes, I'm going Eastern Michigan. That was just one where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go Eastern Michigan. I know that Georgia Southern's that 1-point favorite, but in these games, I got that little inkling, Brandon, that Eastern Michigan will pull this one off because really in these games, it's a coin flip.
Yep.
It's just a coin flip for most of these small ones.
And that's why they're so worthless.
And then Middle Tennessee and Appalachian State going at it in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl.
I mean, again, listen to the name. R&L who the hell are they?
In the Mercedes-Benz Super Bowl, who you got, Middle Tennessee or Appalachian State?
Appalachian State.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah, that's who I was going to go with. The one I told you to prepare for, though, is next week. The first one we're going to start off with, just so they know and you know, is going to be UAB versus NIU. And you gotta think long and hard, Brandon, about who you're going to pick in that one, because usually when you pick NIU, they lose. And usually when you don't pick NIU, they win. It's kind of like a little brother to Oklahoma State, who we will actually be picking one of their games as they play Mizzou in one of the bowls this season. But any final thoughts on our picks? We only got 5 of them this week. It feels kind of small.
Felt nice.
And the funny thing is, we cannot do a non-top 25 because all we've got is bowl games, and this is it. I mean, I guess we could do like the Division II games, but I don't want to pick Division II playoff games. No. Hey, maybe NIA playoffs, are those still going on? Or are we in championship mode?
I don't know. I think that they're
getting ready for the championship.
They're coming up.
This is where you guys come in. Let us know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Who you got winning this first week of bowl games. Also, don't forget to join our Bowl Mania. That group should be down below in the comment section or down below in the description, because I should have it somewhere of there. Also, I'm going to give it to Sean to put it on Twitter at Most Valuable Pod. You'll find it there as well. Want to thank you guys for listening. Make sure to check out Patreon. That's where you can help support us. We can keep doing these awesome podcasts for you. Make sure to help support us by getting an MVP shirt. You can do that down below or at mostvaluablepodcast.com, where you can catch MVP each and every day. And last but not least, did we get a rate during the podcast? Yes or no, Brandon? What do you think? Was somebody so gracious that they basically were like, I'm going to read Ricky's mind.
No, they didn't.
And I'm going to rate the podcast while they are recording the podcast. Nope, Tutu Boivier is still the last rate that we got. He gave us a 5-star. Thank you, Tutu Boivier, for the rate and review. Want to thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Want to thank you guys for listening on podcast services around the world. And as always, have a good day, everybody.